This video goes out to Jake and Mike. Jake had asked about a wood spirit with a braided beard or mustache, and Mike had asked for a Viking. I forgot who had asked in the video when I had made it, so I'm giving you a shout out right in the beginning. So here you go, guys. This is for you. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin from Sticks and Stones. Welcome back. I got a request for a Viking face. So I promised I would do it. So in this video we're going to draw out a Viking, and we're going to try and give him a braided beard and braided mustache. You know, he definitely wants a braided mustache. So we're definitely going to try and accomplish that in this drawing, and maybe we'll try to carve him after that. So we'll see what happens and how it goes. So without further ado, I got my pencil, I got my paper. You can follow along if you want, and we're going to try and come up with another face here that's going to be a Viking. Okay, so we're going to come down and start with some eyebrows like that. I'm going to make them a little bit longer. Put a crinkle here and a line across right here for his nose to where we're going to start it. I'm going to bring this down right from there so I know about how long I want to make it. I'm going to give him a couple of wrinkles right off of that. Just like that. I'm going to make his nose kind of wide. One hook there. I like to come in here. Get another hook going on this side. And that's, I think, where I'm going to give him his nose. All right. I have lots of wrinkles under here. Now this guy, we're going to give him a mustache, but we're going to actually give him a lot of teeth also. So I think I'm going to try and make him a little bit mean looking by giving him different types of eyes, where I'm just going to make two circles like this. Okay, and then we're going to put the pupils up in here. And we'll color those in. Like he's kind of frowning, right? So these right here I'm going to turn up now at the end, those eyelids. Okay, and then we're going to come down. Just like that on the sides. Now I want the cheeks to be pretty high here, because again, we're going to give him a big smile. So I'm going to bring them way up here and kind of out. Way up here and kind of out. Alright? And from under there, we're going to start doing his mouth. I'm going to do another line like this. And another line like this. It's going to be pretty wide open. Alright? Then in here, we're going to draw the inside of his mouth with a kind of a snarl. Alright, so we're going to keep it pretty wide. Come up. Just like that. Okay, now on the top we are going to have a whole other line going around it. And then we'll give him some teeth. And they don't have to be all touching, but this guy's going to have a lot of teeth. Might even separate a couple in the front here. Try to come up with a different expression that we've been doing. Okay. And then I would color all that in, of course. Okay. But what I'm going to do from there is give him a couple of lines underneath his lip. Right here. And there. Right. Now up in here is where we were going to do that mustache, so that's where it's going to get tricky, because I have very little on the top here. Right. So I'm going to come over right from here, and we're going to bring this mustache down to about here. And up over in here where this cheek is, this is going to be mustache too, at the bottom of the cheek here, right? Oh, actually, I'm going to go here. I'm sorry. I'm going to go about here, and I'm going to come down about here. Now I'm going to make this mustache pretty thin. And right here I'm going to touch, and over here I'm going to touch. And then we're going to do the same here and here. Now these are going to be kind of simple basic braids in the mustache. Okay. Just doing something like that. And we're going to give kind of a cylinder at the end of those. And that's going to be that little piece of rubber band or material, whatever it is, that's actually holding those braids together. Now, I didn't crisscross the braids in this drawing. We'll get into more advanced braids later, since this is the first one. All right. And right from here, we're going to give him a couple of tufts of hair at the bottom. Just like that. All right. This right here is just going to be regular mustache. And when we get up to here, right here by the mouth, we're going to have to do something, because that mustache just looks like it's kind of on the outside of his mouth. So we're going to give him, when we carve, this right here is actually going to be hair. It's going to be hard to see this in the drawing. That's why I was kind of debating on it. But we would have to carve him to show you that this would be hair here. Okay. And the mouth is still gonna, the mouth is gonna push out, in other words, and cover that. So it's gonna be hard to see in the drawing itself that I'm doing. Okay. So again, we're gonna have to figure out what we want to do with up here on his head and everything. So say we're gonna give him some type of hair. Just going to make a couple of lines like that. These eyebrows here. Just scraggle them like this, because they will be going up that way. All right. Now up in here, I'm going to have to give him some kind of band. Okay. On his head. Because he's going to be wearing that, so we can put some horns. All right, but I do want to take a piece here and a piece here and do something with it. All right, but we got to put this beard in first. I want to see how far I want to go with the beard. See how this cheek's going to come over here? We're going to make a line right here to start his beard, and where this cheek comes over and extends, we're going to make a line right there. This is where the beard's going to start and start blending into the face, right? Because the face we're going to extend out up here, right? And then we're going to start with some lines for the beard, just random lines. I'm just drawing sweeping lines here. All right, same over here. Start it here, bring it out. The mustache is going to be inside the beard, right? And then maybe we'll give it one big sweep or two this way. Okay. Now up in here, what do? We're going to have to get some kind of piece here. This is a little bit more advanced if we're going to carve it. But I want to do some more hair here to make all that blend together. So I'm going to do another braid. This type of braid's going to go one, just like a circle. And then we're going to put a little piece of material here, and then a tuft of hair. And over here is going to be the same thing off of this. I'm going to draw a circle. Over here, another circle. going down this way. Piece of material here, I'm sorry. It's going to make another circle there. And then we'll give him a tuft of hair here. Okay, now we can attach that beard up into there. Finish his face off here on the sides if we need it to attach. Give him a couple of wrinkles and eye bags. And he's getting kind of mean looking, huh? And even right here in the center, we could actually give him a tuft of hair or two if we would like. And break that beard up some, you know. Remember in the last video we were talking about layering the beard? We could do that with this. Alright, so we can color all that in the mouth to get an effect of how he's going to look. And we still have to put a set of horns on him. Now I know this right here, if you're trying to draw this, and I'm just kind of going along and I'm winging it, just creating a new character, don't feel bad if you can't draw the exact character. Right? I'm just trying to give you some ideas. He was wondering maybe how to do some braids and a beard, and there's a lot of ways. I like to crisscross braids when I do them. In this drawing I'm not, because I'm trying to make it simplistic, believe it or not. All right. But if you use that technique and you just draw little balls and then carve a cylinder here at the end, you could just do balls here, you know, and then carve a little cylinder here and then put a little piece of hair on the bottom. It still has the same effect as braids. I've done mountain men like that, and that's all I was doing, was basically cutting some balls into the piece, going around them with my knife and rounding them off. And it has a nice effect in the wood. So it'll look like braids if you do it like that. Don't worry about it. It doesn't have to be perfectly crisscross braids or anything. Okay, so this right here would be a face. That's a different face. You guys like the drawings, I know that. And if I was going to put horns anywhere, I could put horns right out of this leather here. And just kind of come up. I may run out of room here on my paper. And we could give him some horns, okay? And we have a Viking. He does have some braids here. I'll do another one and give you different examples. In his mustache, this isn't the best example, I don't think. We could do better. But I wanted to get a mouth in here. All right, the mustache, I should have done the mustache different so you guys could really get the idea of the braids. But it's another guy to play with. A different type of face with an open mouth. Some snarling teeth. All right. And up in here, this right here, could be a helmet even with some buttons on it. And we could even round that off, you know, if you're doing a Viking helmet. Right, a lot of different ways we could do Viking helmets. So that right there is going to be the next drawing. I'm going to play with it. Make sure that I can get it in my head and maybe try something like this. It'd make an awesome wood spirit. So that's going to be this drawing video. And I'm hoping that helped you. I'd have to look to see exactly who had mentioned it. But I'll give you a shout out when I put this video together. But I definitely had a request for some braids. Okay, so I'm hoping that that helped you out with a new face. Whether you want to do braids or not, try the mouth. If you didn't like the mouth, try the eyes. But try and get something out of this video to put into your next piece. Change it up a little bit. And keep on carving. I will see everyone in the next video. Thanks for watching.